Junction, Wisconsin, dealing with. Won't be long now, eh, Jess? Polar Junction's way up north, though. That's north of Minocqua.
Yeah, they have some in Minnesota. They've got some in Iowa right now. Had some in Iowa yesterday. Here are some of those snow totals. About 2.5 inches in Davenport. Around the Quad Cities, about a 1/2 inch of snow. Around the Rockford area, looking at about a trace there yesterday. May see a flake or two for us today, but really most of the snow and most of the energy is off to our west and off to the south. You can see that snow and rain line moving through Iowa. That's the main disturbance. Could see a little bit of a light disturbance move through our area, but again, if you see anything at all, it's going to be very minimal as far as accumulation goes. Really won't see any snow accumulation, maybe a 1/100th of an inch of rain. But what a story to wake up to this morning. 20 degrees for many of us, lots of 20s. 28 in West Bend as well as in Port Washington was our overnight low. 27 in Waukesha, 24 to wake up to in Burlington. That is scarf weather, that is hat weather, mittens weather. More like November weather, actually. We woke up to right at the freezing mark in Milwaukee. So yes, growing season certainly done. I checked on my tomato plants, which I had already harvested, but still they were starting to be a little droopy this morning. We are watching the clouds increase. This is a beautiful view from Pewaukee right now. Those cumulus clouds start to thicken up as the daylight goes on. Of course, the day is getting shorter and shorter, so if you can take advantage of the blue we're seeing now, I think we'll end up with mostly cloudy skies again by the end of the day. That's just a typical fall day in the 40s, which is exactly what we've got. 45 degrees for our high today. We're supposed to be in the mid to upper 50s. Nowhere near that. Certainly nowhere near the 80s that are the records. But that's just saying, yeah, we could get that warm. Just not in the 10-day outlook. We'll get to that in just a minute. Here's future forecast for you. The northwesterly wind, another thing that's going to make it feel even colder than it actually is outside. So you certainly want to wrap that scarf around nice and tight. Northwesterly winds about 10 to 15 miles an hour. Then tonight, still a little bit breezy, still cool with 20s inland, 30s at the lakefront. Tomorrow, partly cloudy skies, still breezy, still in the 40s. And we continue that trend on Friday. Same story, same old song. Different day. Here's your forecast, though. For today, 42 in Fond du Lac, 45 in Milwaukee, 43 in Waukesha. We'll call it generally partly cloudy to mostly cloudy. Then tonight, partly cloudy, 20s away from Lake Michigan, 24 in West Bend. 30 degrees right along the lakefront. Still a bit breezy as we head into your Thursday with that northwesterly wind. Partly cloudy skies, 43 for a high in Waukesha, 44 in Milwaukee. A little bit warmer. Here's that warm up we were talking about. Now, granted, this warm up is still going to be below average, but 50s, they're back in the forecast for the weekend. Saturday, partly cloudy. Sunday, we're going to be looking at mostly sunny skies. And then next week, we're in the 50s all week. Rain chances, though, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Can't complain about the 50s, though, after this week in the 40s. We'll be right back.
Sunday.